And welcome back to another edition of the YodelCast. This is map 2 here between Heartbreakerz and Over 9,000 plus a ringer. The first map was Crossfire, did go to Heartbreakerz in a 7-2 scoreline as the whole map was almost run out. They capped pretty much in the last 2 minutes. And we are moving on here to Arcs Novena. Don't forget, this is just a friendly scrim, so we will be playing as many maps as these two teams desire. And the game has gotten underway, so I'm going to give you guys a roster rundown. We have had a substitution. On Blood Eagle, we now have FX, Miri, Shaz, Mimmelin, Bins, LB, and Knutson making up the Heartbreakerz team. And on Blood Eagle, we have the Over 9,000 team with Leviathan, Shrek, Shannon, Creature doing some ringing for them, Svena, Nave, and Yankee. So no changes there for the Over 9,000 team as we see Creature comes flying in there and actually misses the flag. The only substitution here for the Heartbreakerz team was swapping out Greganoush for Miri. The Eunuch does not play well on this map apparently, and Miri's getting some work in. So yeah, we do see some spam coming in here from Leviathan, but we're actually going to go ahead and swap here to Shaz, who has just grabbed the flag, was doing a front to back. Maybe they have someone coming in here for the toss. No, it does not look like it. Shrek is starting to snipe him down now, but he is, 138 health. He has just broken line of sight on Shrek, trying to buy his team a little bit of time because he's really low. Actually boosts a little bit, which may have messed up that shot, but Shrek does manage to nail it. LB is going to be able to come in here and maybe get this. No, Nave's coming in first. Oh, that disc almost killed Nave, and would have been very amazing of a shot, but instead it does get returned. Creature, though, getting out with a side-to-side grab, going very good speed, 200 for a side-to-side, fairly solid. 242 health, no sniper fire coming in from Knutson. I assume he's dead. No one's really able to do it. There we go, some amazing chain gun fire there from FX, who's all the halfway across the map, but it is going to be picked up here by Shannon. No one's going to be able to stop this. There we go, 1-0 for Over 9,000. I'm kind of surprised we didn't see more people crashing the stand there for a last-minute grab. But, props to Over 9,000. That was a very good grab, very good pickup. An amazing chain gun fire there from FX, but just not quite enough, even though the flag was in the field. They didn't have anyone there to return it, as Shaz did get taken down right before that happened. So we are going to go ahead and observe this flag stand for a while. This is the Heartbreakerz flag stand. They are running their typical 3 defense strategy, with Miri doing the stand defense, FX doing the dueling, as you can see he's taking on Yankee, and Knutson doing the sniping. Creature goes down, but Svena's going to elect for the back to front now. Does get sniped down by Knutson, though, so he's not really going anywhere. Yankee's probably going to pick it up, but it's just buying the other team some time, as Knutson says, "Thank you, I'm going to make your nose bleed." And Shaz on the other side for the Heartbreakerz team is getting out with a back to front. Just that devastating back to front speed is so hard to prevent once it's, you can't do anything about it. Once he grabs the flag, he is out. And there we go, the tying cap 1-1. It was all about the sniper on that one. I believe Shrek may have been dead, which would certainly explain why he was able to get away all that easily. But yep, so 1-1 scoreline, just not quite 3 minutes gone yet. And it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this plays out. We've seen some good capping from both sides. The defenses, at least for Heartbreakerz, has been fairly solid, so I am actually going to go ahead and I'm going to swap to LB first, and then I will observe the 9,000 flag stand afterwards. LB's getting out with surprisingly large amount of health, 855. He's made it more than halfway back to his base, so that must have been some amazing clearing. He was actually in the infiltrator, so I don't think they knew he was there. He's probably just cloaked up instead of doing cloaked clearing. And he's just going to be able to get this cap. That was very surprising. There was little to no chasing going on there. No snipes coming out, and interesting there from the Heartbreakerz team. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to see how he managed to get that off. We actually saw a suicide there from Nave, who was swapping to classes. Mimmelin's taken advantage of it and actually got a front to back off. Down to 70 health, but Shaz is there. If he survives a little bit longer, he's going to try and do a toss-off here. Here we go. Are they going to make it? No, they are not. Mimmelin tosses it just a little bit too high. So he does pick up his own flag, but he's likely going to go down, and it's going to be returned by Svena. Shaz is just too far out. Nope. Svena misses the flag. LB comes in the Pathfinder. He's got full health. Nave and Svena are the only ones there. He does get Nitron, but there are 3 people here for the Heartbreakerz team. It's Shaz. No, Shaz and Mimmelin get taken down, so Bin's picking it up, who's going to easily be able to outduel Svena with that unbelievable chain gun fire. Shrek is no longer having line of sight. He's going to have to float in the air and try and get a shot off if he can. But no, he's not even going to bother doing that because Bin's has broken even more line of sight, so it's all going to be about whether they can get the E-grab or the Nitron return. Creature there somewhat trying to get ready for it, but he's kind of far out. There we go. Shrek has changed positions and is getting some snipes off on Bins, who's down to 345. He's not even going for the flag stand, just trying to buy his team some time, get someone here to try and defend him. Nave, in the meantime, is going to be able to get the E-grab and get out. He's got some decent health. Well, now he's being chain gunned down and sniped down by Knutson. Knutson should be able to knock one of these shots off and take him down. There we go, down to 208 health, and he does even have to, he has to punt it off here. In the meantime, LB's dropped the flag, and Shannon gets the return, and Mimolin actually is having to do the E-grab. The Heartbreakerz flag, though, was returned by Shaz. These two teams are not making it easy, making me bounce all over the place. Mimolin gets sniped down there by Shrek. But it's going to be picked up by LB, who gets hit there heavily by Nave, and he has to punt off the flag himself. Svena's going away with the E-grab for the over 9,000 team. Nave's might be able to get this. It's going to be bounced by Efix, but it bounces right into Nave, and Svena's going to be able to get away here. Well, get away. 63 health, 1 sniper fire shot will kill him. Shaz was getting a grab off, but he got taken down. Creature's now got it as Nave tosses it off to him. Binz is there trying to do some dueling. Creature's really just trying to buy his team some time, not really able to do all that much. He might have to disc boost himself. He's only got 120 speed, and now Binz is coming all after him, all alone. A disc almost hits him there in the midair. More spam coming in there from Binz, and now Efix is coming from the other side. This is going to be trouble, as Efix is very good at chain gunning. Creature down to 100 health already. Efix and Binz both go down, though, so they have enough time, and Creature's even going to toss this off. In the meantime, Mimolin had made a grab there for the Heartbreakerz team, and he chucks it all the way off to Miri, so good play by him getting the flag all the way over there. Nitron just barely missing from Savannah, and Miri's going to be able to hang on to this, so we're going to be moving on to a standoff, most likely. Leviathan has the flag for the over 9,000 team, but there are no chasers. Binz is just coming in now, but everyone else is here, as is LB, but as I mentioned, everyone's here. They're easily going to be able to mop them up, and they do. So the whole team was basically setting up for that standoff, and they are tossing it off to Shrek at the moment in a Sentinel. It's probably going to swap out to a Soldier, and they're going to set up in this typical standoff position. On the other side, it's going to be Miri hanging on to it. They're still going to be running their same 3 defensive trio in, so far, the exact same setup. 2 soldiers and a sniper, which is a fairly solid combo. You can pick them off with the sniper before they even get there, and then he's got the Falcon for the up close, which will certainly do the damage it needs to do. So they're also setting up in the typical spot. Shrek actually very low here for the over 9,000 team, but Shaz does get taken down. LB and Binz are coming in, though, to try and take advantage. They do. LB manages to chain gun him down. The flag is in the field. Shannon, the only one able there. Not able to get it, though, and LB with the return. Miri was already flying there. They must have told him that they were ready to do that, and they get the cap. But Svena was on a little bit of a route. Has a decent amount of speed. 200, not great, but for an E-ish, type-ish llama grab, it's great speed, and he's all the way back at his base already. Binz is there to try and intercept him, and Knudsen might be able to do some snipes, but no, Binz is going to be able to take him down, and does get the return. In the meantime, the Mimolin grab is not going to go anywhere. Nave manages to get the return. It's a shame there for the Heartbreakerz team. They had quite a few people there. I believe it might have been LB with the grab, my apologies. Someone had the grab there. But it was down in the field. A little bit of chitter-chatter going on, not sure what's happening, but in the meantime, actually, I completely missed it. Creature decided to grab and cap, so there you go. 3-2 scoreline for Heartbreakerz. Creature's just so sneaky that I didn't even get to notice that. I didn't even see the flag was out in the field, but it looked like it was some sort of side-to-side-ish, maybe back to front. I don't even know. He was home. He was away. He had decent health, so must have been a fairly easy grab. There were a lot of people gathered up over on this side for the Heartbreakerz team, so their stand defense might have been a little bit lax at that point in time, and he might have gotten away with a very easy front-to-back grab. And if you get away with that with a clear stand, you really should be able to cap. So, props to him for doing that. I mean, yeah, I missed it. I'm embarrassed. Creature coming in there with the side-to-side, but gets quickly taken out. So we are going to go ahead and stick with this over 9,000 stand and see how they do. Shannon's actually swapped out from the Soldier. He's going to be running in this heavy. It is going to be the Doombringer. He gets mowed down, though, by Mimolin and Binz, and Shaz has an absolutely clear thing. Nave's the only one there, and the grenades, do miss. Yankee was able to, was in the midfield waiting, but Shrek was actually sniped down Shaz, and it's going to be an easy return. So there was still some damage going down on the stand, which took Shaz down more than enough, so some good clearing initially, but they didn't do anything about Nave in nearly enough time. So unfortunately for Shaz, he got taken down. We see some spam coming in here from Leviathan. Enough to distract them, as Creature does manage to grab the flag. Down to 52 health, though, and Knudsen should be able to snipe him out pretty easily. He's got a lot of shots. Does take him down eventually. Shaz, in the meantime, went down for the Heartbreakerz team, so they have no one really in position to cap. They might have to do a llama. Leviathan's actually going to be able to grab this, but he's in a heavy 766, and Knudsen's going to probably just be able to solo him. Efix and Binz are also there. Really, nothing's going to come of this. He does get mowed down, and they're going to leave the flag here and just buy themselves some time. On the other side, Shannon setting up some mines. Shrek doing some snipe. Oh, and the Yankee's actually coming out of nowhere to pick up the flag in that Raider, but he does get mowed down again by Knudsen, so I really don't like the strategy. They should just let them return it, because Creature's coming in here now. Bins didn't even notice him. That was some slack play there from Bins, and Creature's going to be able to get away with this. 705 health, got some fairly decent speed. He's going to make it all the way over the Aqueducts. Some sniper shots coming in from there from Knudsen, takes him down to 290, but he's not hitting any others, and he's down to 210. Does crater, though. Bit of a shame for him, and Bins is going to be able to make up for that mistake and get the return. So unlucky there for Creature that he had to break his route quite so much, but some slack play there from Bins almost cost his team. Very good job sniping from Knudsen, and good job by Bins catching up again, though, and taking advantage of the fact that Creature did crater. But Bins is probably not so happy with himself right now, as Shannon actually takes him out. It looks like he was going a bit there for the grab. So yeah, both defenses are pretty clear for now. It's going to be a good 20 seconds before any cappers come in. Actually, never mind. Creature was actually going in there now. Does end up getting taken down, though. Savannah was actually looking to go in right behind him. They might be doing some dual cappers now here. We didn't see that last map, but they're certainly capable of doing it here in Leviathan, actually, in a Pathfinder. I wouldn't say they're doing triple capping, but they certainly had a lot of Pathfinders there. Leviathan, Creature, and Savannah are all going to be still in that Pathfinder. I'll be very curious to see whether they run the triple cap. We do see Creature and Leviathan both setting up as if they were capping. Well, Leviathan maybe not quite as much. That's a very interesting route if that's what he is doing. He is indeed going to be setting up for a bit of a side-to-side route here, actually. Mimolin, though, actually getting away with a front to back. He was probably going to try and toss it off to Shaz, who's still a little bit out. LB's going to try and buy Shaz some time, but no one's coming in for the return, so Shaz is probably going to be able to pick this up. LB instead is going to grab it just to make sure. He's going to try and get this toss correct, but he's not paying enough attention, and misses the chuck. I guess they elected it might have been safer for LB just to keep going like this and Shaz to come in behind him. Maybe let him build up some speed that way, and we do see he's probably going to chuck it off here now, but Shaz is low. The sniper does recognize what's going on, so he did focus his fire there. Nave coming in to try and get this flag return, but a lot of chain gun fire coming down. He is taken down. He does toss it off to Shaz, but Shaz is going to let himself regen here, and now is going to start going away with it. They would have been a lot better off getting that initial pass off, but I think LB was just didn't see a good opportunity for it, and I sort of agree. But now we'll see if they manage to do this, because the defense can all just rush this. Savannah, in the meantime, is getting away with his own back to front. All the defense was alive, so I'm kind of surprised he got away with this all that easily. Miri was low, so he must have been being dueled, but Savannah's all the way already back to his base. Mimolin's there, though, out of nowhere to try and duel him. Shaz, in the meantime, does get taken down by Nave, but FX is able to pick it up. Savannah, in the meantime, did get sniped down by Knudsen. Shrek picks it up, and LB the only one there, and he does Nitron him, but no one's there, so it's easily going to be able to be picked up again by someone. Shaz could come flying in here to get this. It's a possibility, but no, Shrek's going to pick it up first, and Nitron's going off there again, and a nice Nitron does manage to get it, but Shaz is going to go down regardless. So it is going to be picked up here by Navi. They're going to move into their standoff spot. We see the same things going on here. They're all just checking the flag off. No one wants to take it. Miri finally decides to elect for the burden of being the guy who's going to lose or win his team the game here. Maybe a little bit overstating that role, but you get the point. He's actually hanging out on top of his stand this time. His creature comes flying in, runs into yet another object, and gets smacked down. Yankee and Leviathan are there to try and do some damage. Leviathan with the Merv spam, but not quite enough. He does get taken down, and Yankee goes down as well. So we are going to go ahead and swap here to Shrek, who's hanging on to it now in the soldier. So they don't have a sniper. They're running with 3 soldiers, I believe, unless Navi's in a raider. Nope, they are all in soldiers, so we do have a triple soldier defense here with the flag. It's an interesting yet fairly effective strategy. LB is setting up there, ready to come in. Shaz and Bins are both coming in now as well. They should have a 4th player somewhere who I cannot spot. So it looks like we may just be running with 3, as actually Mimolin is defending their flag stand as well. Shrek is taking some fire. Shaz is coming in from behind, does hit him with a nice bolt. He might have been better off Nitroning, but instead LB is able to take him down, and does not quite get the return. The flag is being bounced. Shannon takes down Bins, who actually suicides, and Shannon is able to pick it up in the end. Miri drops the flag here, but FX is able to pick it up. They do have a Shrike defending them now. That explains why Mimolin was not with them. He is in that Shrike, takes down Creature actually, so he's going to be able to save his defense here. That was a very amusing little bit of play there. as Oceana gets Nitroned, but he is able to pick it back up again from Shaz, or Shaz was the Nitroner. Nitrons again, and Nave this time. LB barely misses the flag, but Shaz is going to be able to get the return. Miri is going to boost himself forward. I don't see anyone here. Yankee's the only one that can come in and try and make an E. He's not going to be able to. Misses it, didn't have enough energy, and Miri gets the cap. LB with the continuation doing the very smart move here, forcing this over 9,000 defense to really pick themselves up and try and get this flag returned, or they're going to be down 2 caps in the span of about 30 seconds. And LB's actually getting away. Bins was with him and did just take down Oceanan, so some very good play there by Bins, mowing down all the chasers, and LB's going to make this a 5-2 game. So good play there from Heartbreakers, having people on the stand ready to make that continuation grab, and they did. Got the cap out of it from some good escort play there by Bins. I like to see that. The escorts killing the chasers is such a good strategy. A lot of the times you see teams just stack more towards their base and wait for the punt, and the strategy that Heartbreakers is pulling out is escort this guy, and it's truly working out fantastically. They are a really strong dueling team, this team, and they can really just win the duels against the chasers, who have to be focused on that flag carrier. So it's a great strategy. It's very hard to counter, and I don't, obviously over 9,000 is having problems countering it right now because they are down 5-2 in this map. But that's certain. But going back to that sequence in the standoff there, where we had a lot of flag bouncing, I actually thought Bins had it there, but he suicided somehow. I think he was trying to maybe pop the flag towards him. Just bounce the flag into him so that he wouldn't have to go towards it, but it didn't quite work out. Creature actually picked up the flag and just sort of punted it here. I don't see any cappers coming in, so I'm not sure what the point of that was. Maybe just trying to buy his team a little bit of time, or doing some sort of protest jump or grab punt thing. But it is returned. So just passing the 9-minute left to go mark. 5-2 scoreline, plenty of time for anything to happen. But it's certainly looking like Heartbreakers is going to be able to take this. They're playing pretty strongly. They haven't gotten as many clean grabs off as I expected, but they're certainly still playing well. And we're going to keep an eye here on the over 9,000 stand as Shaz actually comes flying in there. He's got good speed. Down to 200 health, down to 50 health, though the chain gun fire is immense. Shrek should be able to get a snipe off here. You do see the sniper fire coming in. This is long-range shooting. He's not going to be able to get him, though, and Shaz will make this a 6-2 game. So Shrek had the opportunities there, but those were difficult shots to make, so you can't blame him. Mimolin here keeping up the theme of continuation grab, but Shrek should be able to do something about it. Down to 177, those sniper shots are coming in, and they does take him down, but LB is escorting him. Nave could get this return first, though. LB bounces the flag, but Knudsen actually saving the day there. Snipes down Nave, and Leviathan's going to be the only one there. Now Oceanan's coming in 2 heavies against the 3 medium strategy. Well, 3 medium. Yeah, here we go. Now 3 medium strategy from the Heartbreakers team. They're not bouncing the flag. They barely keep it away from Oceanan, as Mimolin does end up picking it up, but he gets taken down. Bins is trying to grab it, but he can't, and actually, they take down Svena, who almost got the return. He gets Nitron. The flag's bouncing in the field, but they have mowed down everyone. They were too focused on the return there for the over 9,000 team, and in the end, Heartbreakers is going to be able to pick it up. Oceanan's clearly going for the E-grab here. He's going flying in, but there are 4 people on the stand. He gets taken down. Bins with the flag. Shrek trying to do some sniping. It's not going to be enough, though. Leviathan coming in the heavy. Svena gets sniped down again by Knudsen. Great job here by Knudsen, picking everyone off, keeping his team alive from those chasers. But Bins is going down heavily with some great chain gun fire. Isn't going to make it to the flag stand. The flag does go down. Shaz is going to pick it up and boost over the flag, making it 7-2. So a very rough cap there at the end for the Heartbreakers team, but they still pulled it out. Their overwhelming dueling was just unbelievably good, and they took out all the chasers and finally managed to grab that flag, get it onto their stand, and get the final cap, giving them a 7-2 scoreline on both maps played. So yeah, we will be moving on to a third map. I got no idea which one it is. I'm going to let it be a surprise, so you guys aren't even going to get to see the loading screen. So thank you everyone for watching. I am Doc Lettuce, and I'll see you next map.